Hello, Taurus. It's Victoria with Victory House Intuitive Tarot. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry this is late. A couple things were going on. One, I had to start a new injection for my migraines. The former medicine was making me deathly ill, and instead of removing my headaches, it increased them. So now I'm on a new injection. It's removed the headaches, but has increased my dizziness and vertigo. So life's been a little bit tough. I also had to get ready for my disability hearing this week. And so there was a lot to learn and go over with my lawyer. And I had to learn how to answer certain questions in a certain way, which is not the way I think. So I was just overwhelmed and stressed. So all of that's over now. And then I had to get a new phone for the hearing, because my other two phones weren't actual phones. They were internet phones. Well, one was an internet phone, one was a government phone. They just weren't reliable. So my technology wasn't up to speed. And of course, I had to spend money where I didn't have it. But anyway, it's done. It's over. This is your June monthly reading. And I have added a new service to my offerings. I'm doing one question readings. They're done via email. You make your payment. They're $12.50. Make your payment, send me your question, and I'll answer you within an hour to 24 hours. Typically I'm not busy, but if I'm having a really bad day health-wise, or I'm just busy running errands or doctor's appointments, then I may not get back to you right away. But I'm typically pretty quick. Now, just keep in mind, it's an email reading. You send me the question, I respond via email. I do sit and meditate. They're not like my 30-minute readings, which include psychic messages, mediumship, and then tarot. So, completely different offering. Those are $50, or 2 people for $80, which would take an hour. Anyway, let's get on to your June monthly general reading, and see what we have for you. The reading is general. Where's my cards? Check your rising and moon sign, and let's get started. Are we recording? I think we are. I'm having some decreased or increased pain in my neck. There's more things going wrong in my neck. I see the neurosurgeons on Thursday, next week, which is part of why I haven't gotten readings out as well. That, with the stress, the not sleeping, the new medication, and the pain in my neck and arms and hands has just been outrageous. So anyway, but here I am. All right, the winners for the free 30-minute reading from my monthly drawing have not responded. Go back and check your YouTube notifications. If you commented in April, April. I pulled in May. Okay. So to be entered into this month's, like, subscribe, and comment. Comments absolutely required. Why? Because it's the only way to respond to you. All right. What are the messages for Taurus? Taurus. Right off the bat. All right. There might be some financial hardships going on right now. Problems with bosses, work. You might be being a little bit rigid or inflexible. I see a lot of disappointment here. Excuse me. All right, somebody's giving you help financially. They're helping you out. But I see maybe depression, unhappiness. Someone's like trying to offer you this happy relationship, but you have a lot of doubt about it. They might be saying, move in with me, marry me, don't worry, I'll take care of you. But there's some kind of reticence on your part. You're all like trapped in your mind. What should I do? What should I do? You know, sometimes there comes a point in our lives where we can't work anymore. And I've had to come to that reality as I've gotten older, and my pain levels have gone berserk. So there's a lot of fear and anxiety over this relationship, this offer. Well, I'll help you. I realize you're not working. I can help you. Move in with me, marry me, be with me. I'll take care of you. It's kind of that type of thing I'm seeing here right now. You feel stuck. You feel like you're in a rut. There's a lot of wishful thinking, daydreaming, possibly fantasizing. You could be having nightmares, but there's an offer here of love or apologies. I'm not sure which, but all right. All right. So you kind of had to surrender and take a step back. Sorry, I have these new neighbors. They're so loud. They just moved in last night, and it's been nothing but noise since they've moved in. But I'll shut up about that. You might be dealing with people who are in a position of authority. You might be dealing with the government over benefits. You might be trying to get your retirement, your pension. There's all kinds of delays here. Like you might be trying to access some kind of funds or back pay or something. But then we get communication, fast movement, and I feel like you've lost your individuality here. You feel like, and I know how this feels because I've been there. Like all of a sudden you're this productive person, you're making all this money, and then life changes and you're fucked. And you can't take care of yourself, and typically you're helping others, and then you can't no longer help yourself, and then nobody's helping you when you need it. And you're wondering, where are all those people? I do see fast movement or unexpected news here, some kind of communication coming in. But whoever this person is who makes this offer, they're all talk. They're no action. They don't deliver on their promises. So someone's like, well, yeah, I can use you here. I can use you here, over there. I've got work for you. But then they never deliver. So I'm kind of seeing that kind of stuff here. Okay. Okay. There's a new opportunity coming in for you. It looks like career or money. And it's different. It's different. You're kind of having to self-adapt. You're kind of having to make changes, but you're not really happy. You're really adverse to the change you're making in this new job. But you don't have much of a choice. That's where you are. So the only thing you can do is, surrender, really. Surrender and make peace with it and just do it. And just know that it won't be forever. But you're holding on to a lot of the pain. Like you want to be where you used to be, but it's not happening. There's also an emotional choice here to be made with a relationship of some sort. Now, this could be a relationship with a boss, job, friend, family member. Could be a lot of different things. What's that last card? Okay. All right. There's something about your home, your stability. You need to make a choice over where you're living, what you're doing. And you have a lot of doubt, but I feel like you need to move on or move out. And you're not working, so you're like, how am I supposed to move, right? But there's news coming in. There's news about home or work coming in, so it's not like you're going to be stuck out on the street or you're not going to have a job. You are. It may not be everything you want it to be. You might be overindulging. You might be drinking a little too much right now. or whatever it is you do, smoke weed, or etc. But you just feel like you failed. You feel like you failed. But in reality, you haven't. You're just in a new phase of life, and you need to find ways to adapt to it. I mean, I'm having to go from being a workaholic to being so severely injured I couldn't work anymore. And I've had to rely on a lot of people for help. And sometimes that help comes, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I go without a lot of stuff every month. For instance, right now, I don't have garbage bags. I don't have dish soap. I don't have paper towels. But I survive. I make it work. I go through a lot of towels and washcloths without paper towels, but I've found other ways around my problems. If I've got to wash a dish with some ivory soap, I've got to wash a dish with some ivory soap. It's just the way it is. And that's kind of what I see is going on here. You're going to have to figure that out. And you're going to have to just accept it, surrender, transition, and be happy in the moment. Kind of what's going on here. All right. There are things coming your way that are going to slowly bring you out of this mire or mud, whatever you want to call it. You feel like you failed, you feel stagnant, but there's some kind, I don't know if you're suing somebody or you filed a lawsuit. There's some kind of fairness or truth or cause and effect that's going to work out in your favor. Yeah, you're going to get back to where you were, but you need to stay out of other people's drama. Like, you keep getting pulled into drama, and you're right there, boom, 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 ready to battle it out. You need to just step away, because when you do that, you pull that energy onto yourself. So, I do see something happening here that works out in your favor. You do get back to being more financially stable. You will, I do see a good friend here, a fire sign possibly giving you some good advice, and you're celebrating with that person. So I feel like by July or August, you're going to be in a better place. I do feel like you've kind of had to reroute your life a little bit. And that's not easy, trust me. I know. I know. Done a lot of rerouting in my life. Because I'm single, I'm a senior, I have no family, so I have to do everything alone and by myself. And it's not easy. And I don't get the attention of a lot of men, like some people do. So, you know, and I'm not looking to do that anyway. I've never been one to ask someone to take care of me. All right. All right. So I do see you having to adapt and work with others. You need to collaborate. You need to just put your smile on, put your best foot forward. I see you having to think on your feet. So I don't know if this is in your new job or with you looking to make new endeavors, but I see you having to be very quick and very smart and clever about what you're doing. So keep that in mind. I also see that you need to set healthy boundaries with all those people that are dragging you into their conflicts. All right. All right. Spirit also wants you to have some peace. They really want you to be at peace. You need to watch your mouth. So right under set healthy boundaries, watch your mouth. Watch what you're saying. Take the things you've learned, turn them into wisdom, zip up your mouth, take a leap of faith, and just trust and know that wherever you're going, you're going to end up in the right place. Spirit's telling you to use your mind wisely. Instead of getting angry and jumping and snapping, just be at peace. There's a lot of peace being sent your way. What do we have for Taurus spirit guides? All right, there's some help on the way, which I saw. You need to move forward. Quit staying stuck in a rut. You've almost put yourself into some form of depression, I feel. Yeah, feeling alone and empty. You're having to dig for your patience. Okay, you should hear something in the first or second week of June. I know I'm late. It's like June 5th, June 6th. Time is it? But everything you want's almost within reach. So be warned of your surroundings. Again, there's just a lot of negative people trying to drag you into their crap. You're going to get what you want, and fears and worries are leaving. Like I said, I see you being the Queen of Pentacles again. You're going to have money again. You're going to survive. There's a new emotional path here for you. You need to enjoy the downtime that you currently have. I see a trip out of state. I see you working closely with a Scorpio, or as we get into Scorpio winter season, that's when you're going to really come upon a good business deal. So things might be slow right now. Take care of your health. Take care of all those little things that you've been ignoring or denying. That's really kind of what you need to do right now, and get as much rest as you can. You might be doing a crappy job that you don't like, but just suck it up, because it will get better, okay? So I'm going to leave that with you. Oh, let's get you a affirmation card. What do we have? Right. I help create a world where it's safe to love each other. So instead of criticizing each other, downplaying each other, being negative about other people, you have the ability to change things by meditating or visualizing the healing that you want in your life or for others. And you can ask, I am connecting with like-minded people all over the planet. So there's a need to change the people you're connecting with, and to visualize and create what you want in relationships, whether at work, with family, or with friends. So that is your messages for June. I will see you in July. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I should be able, I'm almost to 500 subscribers. I should be able to start doing live readings and answering questions for cash, or you could do the $12.50 one if money is tight and you just want a one question reading. Okay. Otherwise, you can contact me for the 30-minute reading, whatever you want, but it's in your hands. God bless you. Take care.